Did you know that more than 80% of people who use baking soda have no idea about its most powerful health secrets? That's right. This common kitchen staple, something that costs just a few cents per dose, is quietly sitting in millions of homes, hiding its real potential. In fact, many health experts refer to baking soda as one of the most overlooked remedies on earth. Think about it. How many times have you used baking soda to freshen up your fridge or bake a cake without ever wondering what else it could do for your body? What if I told you that this simple white powder has a long and fascinating history of surprising uses, some of which could completely change the way you care for your health in your senior years? Why don't more people talk about the true power of baking soda? And more importantly, what might we all be missing out on? In this guide, we'll explore the little-known health benefits of baking soda, reveal who should be cautious, and explain exactly how to use it safely and effectively. If you care about your health and want smart, natural options, you won't want to miss this. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Relieve heartburn and acid reflux. For many seniors, heartburn has become such a frequent companion that it's almost accepted as a part of aging. After meals, especially in the evening, that familiar burning sensation rises behind the breastbone, traveling up toward the throat. It disturbs our sleep, sours our mood, and often leads us to reach for antacids without even thinking. But what if one of the gentlest and most effective remedies has been quietly waiting in your kitchen cabinet all along? Baking soda, that simple white powder used in baking or to keep the fridge fresh, holds a powerful natural ability to neutralize stomach acid. When mixed with water, it becomes an alkaline solution that quickly calms the fire of acid reflux. This isn't just folklore or old wives' wisdom. It's chemistry at its most practical. When baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, meets excess hydrochloric acid in your stomach, it forms salt, water, and carbon dioxide. In other words, it stops the burn within minutes. That pressure in your chest softens, the rising acid that once irritated your esophagus fades, and your breath comes easier. But perhaps more important than the science is what this simple solution represents: a chance to feel comfort again without relying on pills or prescriptions. For seniors already managing multiple medications, the ability to use something natural, familiar, and affordable feels like reclaiming a bit of control. No pharmacy trip, no side effects, just a moment of peace delivered through a teaspoon and a glass of water. However, it's not for every day and it's not for everyone. Baking soda contains sodium, which may not be suitable for those with high blood pressure, kidney issues, or heart conditions. But for occasional relief, especially after a rich dinner or when you lie down too soon after eating, it offers a kind, fast-acting remedy. Imagine ending your evening with a warm drink, knowing that your body is easing into rest rather than preparing for discomfort. That's the quiet magic of this humble solution, not only in what it does, but how gently it does it. 2. Support kidney function. As we grow older, we become more aware of the quiet systems in our body that have been faithfully working behind the scenes for decades. Among them, our kidneys play one of the most vital roles: filtering waste, balancing fluids, and helping maintain the delicate acid-alkaline balance that keeps every organ running smoothly. Yet with age, and especially in the presence of chronic conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure, our kidneys begin to lose efficiency. The changes can be subtle at first: fatigue, swelling in the ankles, or changes in urination. But they speak of a deeper imbalance that needs care, not silence. This is where baking soda enters the conversation in an unexpected way. Research in recent years has shown that baking soda, or more precisely, sodium bicarbonate, may offer meaningful support for those with early-stage chronic kidney disease, CKD. It all comes down to acid. As kidney function declines, the body can struggle to remove acid from the bloodstream, leading to a state known as metabolic acidosis. This condition quietly accelerates kidney damage, causing a vicious cycle of decline. When taken in small, medically guided amounts, baking soda acts as a buffer, helping neutralize this excess acid. It doesn't just offer momentary relief, it may slow the progression of kidney disease. One long-term study found that patients with CKD who were given sodium bicarbonate supplements experienced a slower decline in kidney function, and many avoided the need for dialysis altogether. That's not just science, that's a second chance. However, caution is essential. Baking soda contains sodium, and for those with advanced kidney disease, heart failure, or fluid retention, it must be used wisely and under medical supervision. Any regular use should be discussed with your healthcare provider. 3. Ease urinary tract discomfort, UTI support. Few discomforts in later life are as disruptive and draining as a urinary tract infection. For many seniors, especially women, that burning sensation, frequent urge to urinate, and nagging pelvic discomfort become unwelcome visitors that show up again and again. UTIs don't just make the body uncomfortable, they also chip away at dignity, sleep, and peace of mind. While antibiotics remain the primary treatment, what happens when symptoms linger between infections? What if something simple could gently ease the discomfort, even if just a little? That's where baking soda comes in, not as a cure, but as a soft and supportive ally. When dissolved in water, baking soda becomes alkaline, raising the pH of your urine. This change may not seem dramatic, but it can shift the internal environment just enough to make it less welcoming for the bacteria that cause infection, particularly E. coli, which thrives in acidic conditions. Seniors with recurring UTI often live with subtle inflammation even when a full infection isn't present. A more alkaline urinary tract may reduce irritation and soothe that daily discomfort that doctors sometimes overlook. Science has begun to echo what many people have discovered through personal experience. In one study, women with frequent UTIs who use sodium bicarbonate as part of their care plan experienced fewer flare-ups and reported less burning and urgency. This is not a replacement for medical care. UTIs can worsen quickly in older adults, especially those with diabetes or catheter use, and must be treated seriously. But for occasional support, especially under medical guidance, baking soda water may be a gentle companion on the path to recovery. 4. Help with gout flares. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night to a joint so swollen, red, and painful that even the weight of a bedsheet feels unbearable, you know the cruel nature of gout. It's not just pain. It's the kind of sharp, stabbing discomfort that hijacks your daily life, often striking without warning. At the heart of gout is uric acid, a substance that builds up in the blood and crystallizes in the joints, most commonly in the big toe, ankle, or knee. These tiny crystals feel like glass shards under the skin, triggering the immune system to react with intense inflammation. The solution isn't simple, and medications certainly have their place. But what if you could do something gentle at home to support your body in reducing the frequency or severity of these attacks? Baking soda, as unlikely as it seems, has shown potential in doing just that. Its power lies in its alkalinity. When you drink a properly prepared solution of baking soda and water, it can subtly shift your body's pH toward a more alkaline state. Why does that matter? Because uric acid becomes more soluble and easier to flush out through the urine in an alkaline environment. That means fewer crystals form, and when they do, they may dissolve more readily. While it's not a standalone treatment and it doesn't replace prescribed medications, it may serve as a companion in prevention, a small daily step toward less pain. 5. Soothe mouth sores and bad breath. As we age, we become more attuned to the subtle discomforts that once felt easy to ignore. A small sore in the mouth, a dry, bitter taste, the quiet embarrassment of wondering if our breath is less than fresh. These are things many seniors deal with daily, not serious enough to require medication, yet disruptive enough to steal away ease and comfort in conversation. Baking soda can offer a kind and effective solution. Its role in oral care isn't new. Generations before us have turned to it to freshen breath and clean teeth. What gives it power is its ability to neutralize acids in the mouth, creating an environment where harmful bacteria struggle to thrive. These bacteria, when left unchecked, contribute to not just bad breath, but also mouth irritation, plaque, and even gum disease. When used as a gentle rinse, just half a teaspoon stirred into warm water, baking soda can bring soothing relief to irritated tissues. For those prone to mouth ulcers or denture sores, this rinse can reduce stinging and promote healing. It doesn't burn or irritate like alcohol-based mouthwashes. Instead, it quietly balances the mouth's pH, giving tissues a chance to recover in peace. 6. Reduce post-exercise soreness. For many seniors, staying active is a gift, a way to maintain independence, keep the heart strong, and feel connected to life. Whether it's a morning walk, gardening in the afternoon sun, or a gentle stretch during physical therapy, movement brings freedom. But with that freedom often comes soreness, the kind that creeps in a day later, stiffening joints and tightening muscles. Some soreness is natural. It's the body's way of rebuilding and strengthening. But there's a difference between necessary recovery and lingering pain that limits your joy. This is where baking soda water has a quiet role to play. After physical activity, your muscles accumulate lactic acid, which contributes to that achy, burning sensation known as delayed onset muscle soreness. Drinking a small glass of baking soda water shortly after exercise may help neutralize some of that acid, easing the internal environment and helping your muscles recover faster. For older adults who are newly returning to movement after illness or surgery, this gentle support can mean the difference between staying on track and giving up out of frustration. 7. Support balanced body pH. Our bodies are wise. Every breath, every heartbeat, every digestive process and cellular repair relies on a delicate balance of chemistry, one of the most important aspects being the acid-alkaline balance of our blood and fluids. When it drifts too far toward acidity, even slightly, it can leave us feeling tired, achy, inflamed, and vulnerable to chronic health problems. And for seniors, maintaining a healthy pH becomes even more vital. The modern diet, heavy in meats, sugars, processed foods, and low in fresh vegetables, tends to push the body toward a more acidic state. Baking soda, in its simplest form, can step in with gentle support. A small amount, properly diluted in water, acts as an alkaline buffer. It doesn't override your body's natural systems. It works with them, helping neutralize excess acids that may be accumulating in the tissues. Many seniors who add a small baking soda drink to their routine a few times a week report feeling clearer, lighter, and more energized. It's not magic. It's chemistry used wisely and respectfully. Conclusion: a small step, a lasting impact. As we grow older, we begin to understand something that youth often overlooks, that true health isn't about chasing trends or quick fixes, but about tuning into the body's quiet signals and responding with care, wisdom, and simplicity. Baking soda may not look like much. It's plain, inexpensive, and easy to forget. But as you've seen, it carries with it a quiet power, a long-standing tradition of healing backed by growing scientific support. From easing digestion and soothing painful joints, to supporting kidney function and freshening breath, this humble powder offers a kind of wellness that doesn't shout. It simply works, gently and steadily. And in a world where medications and treatments can feel overwhelming, the beauty of something so natural and accessible is that it gives you a sense of control again. It reminds you that healing doesn't always come in the form of prescriptions. Sometimes it begins with a spoon, a glass of water, and a willingness to care for yourself in new ways. But the most important message to take with you isn't just about baking soda. It's about your right and responsibility to explore options, ask questions, and be a wise steward of your own body. No one solution works for everyone. That's why balance and caution matter. Always speak with your doctor before making changes, especially if you have existing conditions or take regular medications. Baking soda is powerful, but like anything powerful, it must be used wisely. Now that you've uncovered these health benefits, you don't just hold information, you hold insight. Whether you choose to try baking soda water yourself or simply keep this knowledge close, you've taken a step toward deeper, more mindful living. So here's to small things that make a big difference. To age not as decline, but as refinement, and to you, for choosing curiosity, honoring your health, and staying open to the possibilities that still lie ahead. If this message spoke to you, share it with someone you care about. You never know whose life a little wisdom might touch. Your journey isn't over. It's only deepening, and you're exactly where you need to be. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.